Merry New Year!
Welcome back to the Trading Places Minute, everybody. This is the show where we discuss the film Trading Places from 1983, 1 minute at a time. My name is Tom Taylor. Right there is my friend Mike DiMaria.
New Year's Eve!
Yeah, come on. Everybody kiss a gorilla.
That's how it starts.
Dan, kiss a gorilla. Dan Lewis.
Nathan Schuckman.
Yeah,
There you go.
Thank you.
You're giving him any.
Just want to make sure you get in there.
Why is he getting
Got him
the
in there.
first?
He's
He
already
deserves
been
it.
mentioned. He doesn't need to be mentioned later now.
Yeah, if we mention it later, then we owe him money, I think.
I think that's how
somehow.
it works. Yeah.
This is the show, the episode where we discuss minute 89 of Trading Places. This begins with a guy in a gorilla costume reminding his date that it's New Year's Eve before putting his mask back on and encouraging her to kiss an ape. Actually, I don't. Is he a gorilla or an ape? I'm actually
That's a gorilla.
That's a gorilla. A gorilla is an ape.
Yeah. What it's
Are you kidding me?
Apes, we are apes. Gorillas are apes, but monkeys
Oh.
aren't apes. Monkeys
holy
and
shit.
apes are different things. Gorillas
different
are apes.
paths.
My mind is blown. Okay.
That's right.
Okay, but we then see a couple of baggage handlers on a small cargo puller thing. What do you call that?
Pulling what?
They're pulling a cage with a gorilla?
A gorilla.
With a gorilla.
With a
All
gorilla. What are the chances right after
That is
you
really
see
weird.
a gorilla?
This is an actual gorilla in
What
the
after
movie.
you see a guy in a gorilla outfit? You see
Yeah.
they're pulling a real gorilla. We talked about this before. This is a clear case of Chekhov's gorilla.
Right.
Well, let's
We got-
call it-
There's
it's
no
a-
way those gorillas are not going to be brought together.
you
Well, I
don't
think we
usually
call
have two.
it, but we call it should be Beak's gorilla because it affects him.
That is true. I
He's-
guess.
he's
but,
the linchpin.
but Chekhov's gun didn't affect Chekhov. It affected
No.
the character. So it's
Okay,
still
so
Chekhov's
That's
gorilla.
Chekhov's gorilla then. Okay, fine.
Anyway, these two baggage handlers, they're arguing about whose turn it is to drive. And as they argue, the caged gorilla they are carting is parked right next to Beaks' window, giving Beaks a chance to mock the gorilla, which pisses it off. Oh, never mind.
Easy for you to say.
Not very. Beaks is then joined in his cabin by Billy Ray in African garb and accent. He wishes Beaks a Merry New Year, and Beaks promptly corrects his phrasing.
Kind of went too far again.
Oh, you think so?
A little bit.
Oh, what
I liked
would...
it.
1, 2,
I like when he
Dan
goes
liked
in
it.
depth.
4.
That was my whole argument was if we're going to,
Yeah.
people are going to follow along, they need to know what happened.
I tried to go in depth without stepping on salient points we would want to point out or something like
Such
that.
as,
Salient green.
it is a bit out of character for Beaks to me to sort of have, it is weird that he decides to have fun.
But he does it at the expense of another living thing.
That's true. So
Right,
it
that part
stays
makes
true to
sense.
him in there, but he's doing this thing, and I guess he struck me as the type to be more like sit back and not care about anything around him.
I think
kind
he feels.
of a fuck off quality.
I think
you know?
he feels that the job is done. The crop
Yeah,
report.
now it's all just
It's all
train ride,
gravy.
crop report. You know what?
Beaks
There's a
time.
gorilla. You know what? I think I'm gonna mock
Yeah.
him. I'm gonna make
Fuck
fun
you
of him.
too, gorilla.
Yeah.
You don't get a chance to do this very
Yeah.
often. Obviously, you're on a train.
Yeah.
How often does it happen to you? Me, maybe only once or twice ever.
Yeah.
In train riding where a big cargo thing with a gorilla in it stops right next to you, giving you the opportunity
It's a golden chance that you don't
to
normally
goof
get.
around with it.
Yeah. And normally,
If
if
it
a,
was
if a
Coco, you
gorilla
could've
parks
talked
right
to
next to you, you're busy, you're working, you still haven't gotten the crop report or something, so you don't have
You're
the
still-
time to
yeah,
make fun
exactly.
of a
Or you're deeply into G. Gordon Liddy's book.
Well, I was going
gorilla.
to get to that.
Will.
Well, he
Yeah.
took a break from that to mock
He did.
another living thing and then get back to.
Sure. As G. Gordon
Matter of
Liddy
fact,
probably would.
That was in the chapter he was reading from the G. Gordon Liddy book, Will, which is the book that he's reading on the train.
Hmm.
In the chapter, it said never miss a chance to mock
Yeah.
another living thing. That was one of the tenets of the chapter.
Yeah. Especially if it's
So
further
So he looks
down
up and
from the
lo and behold, there's a
evolutionary
gorilla
chain.
right there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear another book by G. Gordon Liddy that is kind of connected to the scene?
Sure.
Did he do
Strangers
the
on a
girl
Train?
with the pearl earring? The pearl
That
did
was
he do the
another
girl with the
original-
dragon tattoo? He wrote that one.
Yeah, sure.
He might have. I don't know. But in January 1990, he wrote a book called The Monkey Handlers.
Oh,
Say,
whoa! Now wait just a minute.
snake is eating its own tail.
It
A
really is.
former member of an elite combat unit, Michael Stone,
Oh,
endures
no.
civilian
Fiction
life as a
book.
Oh
lawyer.
God.
Yeah.
I assume Will is about him working in the Nixon administration and holding a flame up to his hand. That's what I
Whenever
assume.
we're down in life, whenever things aren't going great, just remind yourself you haven't had to read any books by G. Gordon Liddy. You got that
Yeah,
going
exactly.
for you. You
But
haven't
it
had
was
to
a
read
good
the Monkey
touch.
Handlers.
I think it was a good
The
touch that
monkey
they put that in his hands. So he's a total.
Yeah, he's a goof.
But
He
just to
was-
be pedantic, once again, not a monkey, an ape.
It's a gorilla.
Okay.
Yeah, I get it. The ape handler's fine.
But the ape handlers would have been the that's the book.
Yeah.
That
So
was the
we
next
are
book.
apes. We as humans are apes. We're in the ape
We're
family.
apes.
Okay,
Yeah, I believe
but we're
so.
not gorillas.
We're apes.
Okay.
And there's the great apes, and there was an offshoot evolutionarily.
All right.
You got your monkeys and your apes.
God made man, but he used a monkey
That's
to do
my
it.
understanding. But someone might chime in. We might have a professional like a Damanon Garza.
Sure.
Might be really into that kind of
Apes.
thing.
Yeah, you never know. We got multi-talented listenership, and
Exactly.
yeah,
Who
so
knows? For all I know, Bill Turner is an evolutionary biologist.
No,
probably
not
is.
that mother scratcher.
Well, let's get back to the opening scene in the train car.
Yeah.
You said, okay, we're doing, so this is obviously a costume themed either
It's a
train
costume
ride
New Year's,
or they're
costume
all
party.
going to a specific. So you have a what's the Dorothy from Wizard of Oz? You got a Indian chief.
I wrote them all down too.
You have
Oh.
a clown.
You saw
guys are
Wizard
good.
of Oz there?
Well, the girl that's sitting at the bar car next to the woman in the top hat, who's
Okay,
kind of
she's
like
got a
she's
Dorothy.
Broadway.
Okay.
Oh,
We're not in
okay.
Kansas anymore.
It's
Okay.
either that or like a Dutch girl.
Right. Swiss
Okay,
Miss
sure.
or somebody.
Then
Yeah.
you have a showgirl next to the clown. You have a
Mhm.
king, and then you have some guy in like a weird, like almost like Willy
like a-
Wonka type.
There's like a Muppet in the
He's in a
back.
king
Yeah,
hat.
that's the one I
Oh, there-
froze on. It's
I just
it's
saw
just
that
got
guy.
like a Muppet 2 eyes. It's like it
Yeah,
looks like
that's
almost
creepy.
like a minion now.
That might be
Yeah,
Frank
yellow.
Oz.
it's weird, and it's waving around in the back.
And I think it's like on a stick, and somebody's just like waving it because it's
They
just
gave,
the head.
yeah, it's like on a stick,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And it's
Has no mouth and no nose.
I
it
meant
is
to
a
mention-
weird. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead, Tom.
Oh, I just meant to mention last minute, that the guy in the headdress is doing like some really hardcore extras acting, like
Mhm.
just like silence, like peas and carrots, like
Which guy?
he's feeling the guy in the headdress, the
Oh yeah. He's
Well, we used
he's
to call
mucking-
an
yucking
Indian.
it up.
yeah, he's having a great time. He's acting.
He's
the
like,
hell out of his nothing scene. Yeah.
and the king looks a little bit like Matthew Berry or Matt Berry.
Oh, really? Wow.
Whatever
yeah.
he's doing, it's not very
kinda.
regal.
Yeah.
Nah.
It's that kind of mix as if you wanted to cartoonishly depict a costume party.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
would do, in real
Who you
life,
need.
given the randomness, and I'm interested in this subject. Given the randomness of life,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
it's unsatisfying. It's almost like life is not satisfying enough for us in terms of our depictions. So when we have a costume party, it's like it has to be this perfect constellation of
Yeah,
different
of
things
different
versus
characters.
now you'd have like two people have almost the same thing, and then there'd be like one guy in a not a cut because he's like, I didn't know it was a costume party. Like,
Right.
but this one is like a perfect little one, all put into a frame, almost like the Last Supper. They're all in there,
Yeah.
and it's like all perfectly depicted.
We don't
And I
see a
was
lot of.
thinking-
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Tommy. I think
Well,
you might say the same thing I was going to say.
Well, we'll see. We each get $1 if that's the case. But it doesn't seem like there are any like do-it-yourself, like homemade costumes.
Exactly,
These all look
exactly.
like straight off the rack. Yeah.
They're all off the rack and of high quality,
Yeah.
of Hollywood quality. Almost.
right.
Yeah.
Almost as
And,
if
yeah.
a professional Hollywood costumer was working on the film or something.
No, okay. Well, you're not.
There you go.
You're not $1 richer because what I was going to say was the. It's you don't often see the costume party as part of New Year's. I mean, I think it maybe used to be
Yeah.
a thing, but it's only 2 months after Halloween. It's a little weird.
Oh, God.
It's enough time where you could get into costume again.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Every year at Halloween, you're like, should I do a big costume or?
Yeah, he's right.
But
Dan's
2
right,
months later,
because-
you're
Yeah,
like,
that's right.
2 months later, you're like, Mike is right about Dan being right. But
Yeah,
two,
right.
2 months later, you're like, should I should I do this again? It does seem fun. It seems like a good idea to me.
But it's
Yeah.
random. It's
Or on
totally-
Halloween,
it's-
are you like, I'm going to rent this for 3 months?
But the
I'm
thing
gonna
is,
hold on to this thing.
but the thing is, for this, they have to do it because they have to justify the confusion with the ape.
Well, yeah,
There has to
right,
be
exactly.
a man and an
Yeah.
ape, and there has to
In
be a
order to
real
get
ape.
one guy in an ape costume, they have
Yeah.
to put everybody in costume.
Yeah,
Wait
it
a
doesn't
minute,
make
wait a
They,
minute. This
can't
is-
justify it.
This is blowing my mind because at the end of
Simple.
this minute, no. This is leading me to something else that's blowing my mind. At the end of this minute, we get Billy Ray coming in as a character, as like the beginning of this elaborate, useless fake out. We'll get into that later, I guess, with Beaks. If they're on a train full of people in costume, why doesn't like Lewis? Why doesn't he just show up as like an alien or like an astronaut or something?
Because
why
they
That's a
don't
very
know.
good point.
But they don't know that that's
They don't
happening.
know that. Yeah, that's
They
the thing.
they
They're
just go. They went off the rails.
They're not part of the
regardless.
party. That's Jim Belushi's party.
There should,
That's happening.
there should
Yeah.
be the scene with Lewis in the bathroom
Yeah.
putting on the blackface and be like, oh, God damn it. I could have been a
right.
cowboy or something.
Once they see all these guys, yeah, right. They should turn around and go, wait a minute. We could just, well, I could just
Yeah.
go put on a, yeah. You could also go with the full niqab. That would be a thing.
Yeah.
No one would talk to that lady.
But wait a
Right,
minute.
she's just
Here's
gonna
a
sit
question
there.
for you. Here's a question.
Okay.
Beaks knows Winthrop, so he has to put the blackface on.
Yeah.
he
that's true.
never.
You know how
see-
when someone puts blackface on, they're totally unrecognizable
Who's that guy?
to people
I
who
know.
know them.
I get that. We're giving a little bit of
Sure, go
suspension of
ahead.
disbelief.
Okay, fair enough.
But
Very bears
Clark
in
Kent's
disbelief.
glasses.
He
Yeah.
just by dressing by Eddie Murphy dressing up,
Mhm.
but Beaks never saw him. Right? He's never.
I was
seen
thinking
him.
that. Yeah, I think that's true.
I don't think he has. So
So he
Well,
doesn't have Eddie Murphy's just dressing up for fun.
yeah. No. Here's a
No,
trick.
he saw Eddie Murphy, didn't he?
No,
Maybe.
no, I don't
because
think
he would
he did.
recognize him in a second.
I do think it's weird
But
that
he
he
may
doesn't
know
know
about
him.
them in general. Like he may know about what they're doing.
But the
or he
thing is,
might have
though,
gotten
he
some
knows
kind of-
he knows Ophelia. Like that still looks like Ophelia.
Yeah, that's true. That's a
And
good
then she
point.
just looks like her anyway. Yeah, it doesn't. Honestly, it's not holding up to scrutiny, guys.
No, this is bad, really bad. Maybe we should
Not since
pick
Return
another
of the
movie.
Jedi has
We
there
should
been such a
maybe just
cockamamie.
abort.
We should just call it here. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just call it.
We're
a
on the
day.
train,
It doesn't
everybody.
make any sense.
Let me just. We got to distract. Then distract.
Okay.
Get off that. Get off that.
Get off that.
If movies making any sense was a criterion, I don't know that we ever would have made it
Yeah.
this far.
That's true.
Yeah.
Caddyshack and
I couldn't have-
the Blues Brothers.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't have made it past the 10 Commandments.
I wouldn't have made it past the first 30 seconds of Caddyshack. That's not a gopher. Game
No.
over.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know
a
what's
puppet.
going on here. Why is there a guy on the ground with a puppet on his hand? Yeah. Doesn't make any
So
sense.
here's we'll just distract. Let's get off of it. Where by his dress? Where is Eddie Murphy from?
Oh,
Which country?
Oh,
which
Mike, you
country
know
in
better than
Africa?
anybody.
Mike would know this because
Okay,
he's
I
traveled.
would
He's a
go-
well-traveled
I'm
man.
gonna go West Africa, Mike. Is that correct?
You're in the right
Oh,
ballpark.
I'm gonna go in the kind of
Jesus.
Ghanaian,
Oh,
right next door to Ghana.
Jesus Christ.
Benin.
So it could be, but and even I could say by the accent. You're right next door.
Wow.
Where do they go?
No, wait a minute. No, I'm not going into that.
Where's the greeting?
Wait, let me look at the map. Hold on. It's not right next door, actually. Hold on. It's not right next door, but it's.
I thought-
it's
I'm
in
very.
the-
I gotta say, I'm very
Mike
impressed
is
with Dan
probably
so
warned.
far. I'm very impressed
I'm
with
gonna-
Dan for knowing as
Thank
much
you.
as he has already.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you. I
very
know a little
impressive.
bit about geography
I just want to see if it's
and world social studies.
So it's
Sure.
two countries. It's close. It's two countries.
I went
Ghana-
Benin on the second guess. Mali,
You're very close. Benin is even close. It's Nigeria.
Wow.
That's Nigeria.
Nigeria. Yeah, that's good.
I have a.
I got a
picture.
Nigerian friend, my friend Jade. He'd be pissed at me for not knowing. He's a comedian.
Oh, don't tell him.
Jade.
I'll show a picture because I went to this one.
Oh, we should have Jade on, have him assess
Well-
the outfit.
Well, you'd
Oh,
have
yeah.
to do it in the next scene. You'd have to have him on next
Okay,
episode. We could do it,
It shows up in a few minutes coming up.
but you could ask him about the boogie de wa.
Well, I got another dude I want to.
Yeah, that's right. That's coming up soon.
That's my friend Brian. Yeah,
But I have
he's-
I have a photo of me dressed up exactly like that with the thing.
Did you hit
Oh, yeah.
yourself with the thing?
Yeah.
No,
Is
I
that a
didn't
real
dare.
thing?
The
It's a
Jewish
real
people
thing.
American
It's like
New
a
Year?
chieftain thing.
And you
It's-
hit
Wow.
yourself on the back and the shoulder about your own back and shoulders.
I don't know how that I've seen them do it, but it's ceremonial. It's like a.
I
it's
don't
like
mean to be
disrespectful.
disrespectful here in any way, but it is a bit like a cow does.
That is
Yeah,
kind of what I was
it
like
beats
keeping
the
flies
flies.
It's
off
like
or
keeping the
whatever,
flies
yeah.
away.
No, I don't know exactly. I'm not going to even try to but it is something that it's like it's a
give it a
status
try.
symbol. It's a status symbol in a tribal, because they have like they're called obas, like Oba, like there's an
Oh,
Oba
that's very
of
interesting.
Nigeria, which it's like a head of
Obas.
state, but for the tribe.
Oh, okay.
No
Okay.
political power, but
Well,
so
that's
they have
very
like
interesting.
tribal
So
Obas.
they stayed fairly correct there. It wasn't just a weird
Yeah.
choice. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, it'll be funny if he's hitting himself with a thing. It's like a real thing.
Yeah.
2 points to
I did
Trading
not know
Places.
that.
Well done.
So I got to find the
Mm.
picture, but I'll post it when this airs. Gives me some time to find it.
All right.
Mm.
But it, yeah,
Gorillas.
So we are all gorillas, but we are not all senators. But we have Al Franken here and Tom Davis from Saturday
and
Night
he keeps
Live.
tapping them. Oh, it
That
made
is
me
so
anxious.
funny.
He kept tapping them, and it made me a little
Yeah,
anxious.
I didn't like that either. Because at the
Oh,
beginning,
really?
when Al Franken is trying to get his attention,
I don't like
Yeah.
because
it.
Al Franken plays a half-wit, and he's
Mhm.
trying to get his attention, he keeps tapping him,
Yeah.
and it's like it goes on for like when a phone rings for too long in a movie. I'm just like, pick up the phone.
Oh my God, get it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like that. I got anxious watching it too, Mike.
Yeah. I don't
I
like
never
it.
noticed
That
it
did
before.
not strike me, but
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah, it makes me. It
You're
made
not
me
a
little
ball
mental.
of neuroses the way we are.
Oh, not at all.
Well, you are a little bit.
At least I don't wear it on my sleeve as much as some people.
Mm.
I try to keep it down where it can do the most damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom Davis is no longer with us.
Was he a
yeah.
writer? Was he a writer?
2012.
He
but
was
he
a
was
writer,
funny
wasn't
He
until
was
he?
more of a writer than being on
So
screen,
there.
right?
I'm sorry.
Was it Saturday Night
You
Live?
guys are cool with that? Whoa, am I?
No, Tom's having troubles.
Tom.
Yeah, we can't.
Tom.
Looks like he doesn't have it on his head. He just destroyed. We're on a nice roll.
Oh, he took it off his head so that it
Yeah,
so
I
that he
know.
could work out the problem.
Yeah, well, he's causing more problems.
So what else is going on,
Well, we
Mike?
got the season's about to start in a couple weeks.
baseball.
We're not talking. You're not
Baseball
gonna know anything
season
about
about to
what we're
start.
talking about.
He doesn't
Yeah.
know anything about it.
No.
I don't really. I got to tell you, just don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care at all. I mean, not at all. And I wouldn't say not at all, but that was just freakish what happened last year. It's not gonna
Yeah.
happen again.
Well,
Teams looking pretty good.
They got a
Like
pitching
they
staff now, though.
they're starting to. You could see a team coming together,
Mhm.
but really, that should have never happened last year. That should have been like 2027 or something. So I don't know. It's just also they're already losing guys. They lost out on Bregman, Parker Meadows,
Sure.
or Matt Vierling's going to be on the IL, which is like that was the whole backup plan
Yeah, for third base.
for not getting Alex Bregman, and it was forget it. It's over now. Now
I'm
you get some
keeping hope
fucking
alive.
asshole
Yeah, at
playing
least
at third
I think we're
base.
going to go all the way,
Hey,
guys.
shut up. Are
Shut up,
you can hear us
Tom.
now?
Even though I
I can
don't
hear you
care,
now.
that's annoying that Tom said that. Now I
I'll
care
never forget.
again.
I'll never forget the days when I lived in on Lawrence Avenue, and
Northwest side of Chicago.
yeah,
Oh, no.
and you used to come over to well many times before I went
We
into
live-
the duplex. Before the
Oh.
duplex,
Yeah.
I had another place, and I had the
Yeah.
baseball package, and you'd come over to watch games, and you were there one day when Tom was there,
Oh boy.
and Tom went into my office
Oh.
and was playing the Star Wars shooter game.
Oh yeah.
So you and I were watching the game, and all we heard was coming on the pew 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 pew. He's like, oh pew pew pew.
Oh, the worst. I tell you.
It was.
My aft shields are
Are
depleted.
you all better now with your recording?
I am all better now. I was in the middle of something about Tom Davis or something.
Yeah, well,
I
you
don't know
mentioned
what it
Tom
was.
Davis. He was the writing partner.
Yeah.
Whose partner
he and
though?
Al Franken.
Was it
Al
Franken's
Franken.
part?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Franken and
They were
Davis.
on SNL together.
Oh,
Yeah.
And
And they were really good. They were great. But then wasn't I only looked up Tom Davis enough to find out that he died in 2012, but wasn't there they like had some breakup or something? I don't know.
Really?
Maybe I'm
the
making
two of
that
them
up. I think so. Yeah.
I didn't really know anything about that.
coulda, shoulda, but didn't.
He was on the Al Franken show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about a breakup.
Yeah,
Okay.
he might
Maybe
have
I'm
been
wrong.
making it up.
Good.
So the scene where he's tapping him too much, they're fighting over, who gets the drive on when, the half-wits argument.
hmm Yeah. Oh, speaking of Halloween and costumes, one year I was Al Frankenstein for Halloween.
I remember that.
Yeah, it was good stuff.
Oh,
The
that's
wig,
good.
glasses,
That was right around his
green.
time when he was ascending to the Senate, right? I think when he was in the news a
yeah.
lot. Like,
he was a new senator, I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I miss that guy. He should come back.
He was funny.
He's on his time.
The funny
He can come back
senator.
as a comedian or a senator. Yeah.
Yeah, any kind of comeback would be great.
Merry New
He was
Year.
on the SNL, all those like documentaries and stuff that have been going around for the 50th anniversary. He's on.
Oh,
some of
yeah.
I
them.
mean, he had one of the best. Was the remote link up, satellite link up? Remember
Mm.
that skit he had on Saturday Night Live?
Oh, I
Oh,
love that
yeah.
where he had it
When
on
he
his
would
head.
and he couldn't move, and every time he'd move, it would freeze.
Yeah, that was funny. Al Franken's
I'll have
by
to look.
satellite. Yeah,
I'll
that
have
was
to look
great.
that way. It was like, I'm the first remote mobile satellite link.
I am the first, but he's all nerdy about it.
Yeah.
It's just so funny.
And it would freeze like he's like there was like he'd be in a war zone or something like that.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
great.
So
Good stuff.
Beaks has no time for him once he sees him. He looks him up and down, and he's already thinking,
Oh, Billy Ray.
this fuzzy foreigner.
It's like,
He has
what,
no
He's
time
already
for that.
yelling at him.
And then he
Could
looks.
he not have
then he-
paid to like have his own room, his own cabin?
Well, then he
on
looks.
the
I don't know.
train?
Maybe they don't have it here.
Man.
Mm.
But then he looks down to the G. Gordon Liddy book, like almost for some inspiration on how to deal with the situation.
Right.
What would you do, G?
How to deal with Africans. That's the next chapter.
Yeah, you cut their U.S. aid.
Yeah. What would G do?
He also, Beaks is also, am I crazy? He's also wearing white socks.
Oh, I
Seems like a
didn't see
weird
that.
choice.
Oh.
I didn't see that.
Money was crazy.
But that was a thing for those kind of like jarheads back in the day.
Was it?
Yeah, like his his jacket's kind of wacky too. He's like, let me see.
He's
It's a
It's
almost
a little
yeah.
Yeah,
it's
he
a
is.
little nerdy. It's a little like Poindextery or something.
Yeah, it's
You know
got
what
a
it is?
nerdy.
Gosh.
He's
got
got
white
a little
socks.
bit. He's got a little bit of his principal character, and
That's what I was
Ferris
going to
Bueller.
say. It's
I think
almost
so.
like you
Yeah.
know Tarantino has his universe. It's almost like
Yeah.
this is the principal from Breakfast Club's side gig. He makes
Yeah.
money
Yeah.
on the side, inside dealing with the
Right.
Yep.
the glitterati of the financial world
Yeah.
and doing hit
Yeah.
jobs and stuff.
and he does it on
And
the
then when that didn't
weekends.
work-
He does it on the
Yeah.
weekends, and that's why he's so angry during the Breakfast Club. He's like, I got to come in here on a Saturday now because you
Yeah.
assholes.
Yeah, I got to come in
missing
Saturday. I
out
just
on an
lost. I'm
orange
supposed to
Get the horns.
yeah, I'm supposed to pay a hooker to
Yeah.
intercept an
Right.
orange crop deal, and you've got me here, and I'm looking after Judd Nelson all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Next weekend, I'm needed at Nakatomi Plaza, where some
Nakatomi.
terrorists are taking over a thing, and
What's that from?
Yeah.
that's Die Hard.
Oh,
Some Die
I've
Hard
never
as
seen
well.
that movie.
Are you dead serious?
Yeah, and I have
Dan
nothing
hates it
against
when I
it.
do that.
Yeah, I hear.
That's a good
Mike,
movie.
Mike, are you serious?
Yeah.
Are you?
How
Are you?
have you not
why-
taken
and
2
if-
hours
and if you're
out
not
of your
serious,
life?
why would you tell such a lie?
Because I've been because
Why would you
I'm-
lie?
He's
way?
lying.
Okay, I have a question for Dan then.
I hate
Dan,
that shit.
have you ever been surprised?
No.
Okay.
Of course, I've been surprised.
What about me?
I'm surprised when someone hasn't seen one of the most
Yeah.
popular movies.
This
haven't
does,
seen
last
Die
this does
Hard.
nothing
30
to
or 40
help or
years.
explain the situation, Tom.
I haven't seen The Matrix.
When you're surprised by something, it doesn't have to also mean that you question the reality of a thing which is perfectly explainable. Let's think of another
okay,
example, right? If I said,
Yeah.
if someone was like, oh, I've never been to Mexico, and I was surprised,
Yeah.
would that be appropriate?
It's not shocking. It's not something
Right,
to-
exactly. It's a totally normal thing.
No, it's not shocking
To not
be
have
surprised
seen every
at
movie
that.
that's ever existed is also a totally normal thing.
Yeah, Dan's being sarcastic when he was questioning
He
me.
is being sarcastic. Yes, but
To
I
you, it's different because you watch movies in every
Because
week.
he answers every movie correctly on the
Yeah,
trivia.
that is true. Maybe that's just
Idiot.
my worldview that is surprised.
Exactly.
Hey,
What?
idiot! I'm doing really well at
You're not
trivia-
also a
trivia.
giant nerdlinger. No one ever goes, Tom, you don't know the Tigers' record in 1984? How do you not know something like that?
That is true.
I just don't. I have not seen
I would
every
okay,
movie.
but I would argue that very popular movies are more ubiquitous than
They are.
sports
Yeah, the
achievements.
odds
and things
are
like that.
It's a
the
good
odds
point.
are I would have seen it. Yes, the
Well,
odds are. I would have
okay,
caught
so
that
Tom
movie.
makes a good point. It is true that most people have seen The Wizard of Oz. Most people have seen Die Hard. It's true.
Mhm.
But one must, I guess that's what my crusade is about.
Hmm.
One must realize that no matter whether most people have, it's certainly not surprising when one person hasn't. There's
Sure.
there's nothing particularly weird about that, actually.
Yeah.
Now, if you stopped 100 people and 90 of them hadn't seen Die Hard, then I would be like, I don't know what's going on.
Well, you'd have to also say by generation, like our generation.
Yeah.
Like young people, you stop
Yeah.
them, they're more than likely they're not going to have seen it.
Okay, but now I have a question for Dan.
It has to be a control group.
In Dan's point of view, should I be working on the fact that I find it surprising that Mike hasn't seen Die Hard, or should I be working on my reaction?
Should we
to that?
work on your reaction?
to
That's
it.
the entire point.
So
You
is it
can
the
be as
fact that I s-
surprised as you want,
Okay.
but then you give somebody a hard time for not seeing this movie that you
It's
know
not fair.
is
It's not fair.
annoying.
I wasn't
to
giving
me.
him a hard time.
not
I
fair.
was
It's not a hard time,
Okay,
but I'm
now,
sick and
since I
tired of people
phrased it
doing
as-
that with me.
No, but you're
What?
making me
Since I
feel like
phrased
this.
it
Are you
as,
joking? I
are
think
you
asking if
serious?
he's joking it constitutes giving him a hard time.
Okay, but then what? Okay,
Like,
so if
he's
my
going to
reaction
joke
had been
about
like,
something like that.
"Oh, really?" or "Oh, son of a gun," or
Oh,
something
are
like
they?
that, that would not have been as offensive
Right.
or as problematic. Okay.
I shouldn't
I'll work-
announce
I'll
this
work
right
on it.
now, but I'm going to start doing this. I'm going to start, no matter
Hmm.
what. Once in a while, I'm going to go. Oh, I never had a hamburger
So you're going to bait him.
in my life, and then just see if Tom gets surprised.
That's entrapment.
And he's going, "Are you lying?" And I'm like, "Yeah,
Oh, it's
you
just for
got me.
me?
I'm
Yeah,
lying."
he's going to try
I
to.
thought you were going to do this in the world, like
No,
like.
he's
like-
gonna do it to you.
I'm gonna do it. I might do it in
Just-
the world too. I'm not
Because he
sure.
wants to
Well, true.
gauge. He wants to gauge your recovery.
yeah.
Now
Mustard?
that-
No,
now-
never. No.
Well, not having had a hamburger is not a good example, but I am gonna say, "Oh, I haven't seen Caddyshack," or something
Yeah.
like that.
I have a friend who doesn't like chocolate.
Mhm.
And every time he mentions it, you can sort of tell like he's waiting for
He's had
the
a life of
onslaught of
pain.
what the hell is
Right.
going on? You don't like chocolate?
He said
What's
every
the matter with you? What
asshole's
happened to you
been
as a
down his
child?
throat about it for his
Yeah.
whole life.
Right.
I met people who don't like chocolate
Yeah.
before.
You can't. You can't help
I
that.
find it a little strange. I'll be honest. I feel like they're missing out, but I'm certainly not
Yeah.
going to give somebody
Mhm.
a hard time.
More for us.
But you do like,
Hmm.
you think about it. You're like, no, what? How does that happen? How does somebody not like chocolate?
That's
How does
that's
that-
the react. That's where your recovery and therapy comes in.
Right.
You
Okay.
start. You stop.
Cognitive behavioral therapy.
Don't get into the do not
All
get
right.
into the circular thinking about why this doesn't happen. Just it's called. So I'm going to give you another therapy term. It's called radical acceptance. Just accept
Oh,
the fact that I've never seen that movie, and then you go, oh,
Very
okay,
good.
then you move on.
okay. All right.
And
I
it's
Fine.
Yeah.
I was a hard ass about something right now. I have a couple friends who are like almost mad at me about this.
Hmm.
But I was a hard ass. This is maybe too far afield, but I'm a hard ass a little bit about if people don't like certain foods,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think they have a good reason. Now, the
Okay.
chocolate thing is a little bit of a tricky issue, and I'll get back to that. But
I'm curious to
had
see
a
what a
f-
good reason would
I had a
be.
Yeah.
friend over. I had some friends over for dinner, and I made like cassoulet.
I don't know what that
You know,
is.
cassoulet. It's like a French casserole. It's the original casserole dish. It's
Just
white.
say casserole.
No, because it's cassoulet is a white. It's traditional. It's white beans. Usually, there's a little bits of pork. It's a farmer's kind of dish. Little bits
Okay.
of pork shoulder in there or something. Maybe some pork sausage,
Sounds.
and then you have a
delightful.
duck confit in there. So it's just like this like sumptuous, very wintry
Hmm.
kind of casserole dish, and we were gonna have some wine and stuff. And we ate that, and then later I was like, "Oh, next time maybe I'll do pork chops." And then my friend Johnny was like, "I'm not great with pork chops, like pork." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "I don't." He's like, "It's weird and whatever." And I guess sometimes when like people don't like tomatoes or people don't like basic things,
Yeah.
I think that it's something happened to them at some point
Hmm.
and they didn't like it, or they had a weird childhood experience with a tomato or something, and then and they haven't been able to get past it.
Yeah.
And
That could be.
and there's no reason to cost yourself a whole lifetime of not enjoying tomatoes because you're in a state of arrested development.
But that's a PTSD thing. Maybe if it
I don't
was,
care. Get
Well, I
over it.
understand that. But
Everybody
maybe
in the
it was-
world,
Fuck them.
like that's the thing about food is it's already been vetted. Like there's a bunch
That's
of
the
things
point,
we
though.
don't eat.
The point is this man, if it was tomatoes, I got nothing for the pork chops, but if it was
I brought
tomatoes,
tomatoes up randomly, but you do meet
maybe
these people.
maybe he had when he was a kid, he had this
Mhm.
big moment where he was going to go on stage and deliver the St. Crispin's Day speech.
yeah.
And he went out there and he just fouled it up and they threw
Someone
tomatoes
threw a
at him.
tomato at him.
Oh.
So they just peppered him with tomatoes and he ran
Mm.
off. And
I can
Then he
understand-
watched the movie and saw, what movie am I thinking about now? I can't think of things
Henry
anymore.
V.
No.
Henry V.
No,
what? Tomatoes.
No, the one with
Colonial
Tombstone.
Tomatoes.
Tombstone.
Tombstone.
Yeah.
All right.
And he saw like Billy Zane deliver the gloriousness of it.
Mhm.
And and he was forever traumatized. I had my one big moment, St. Crispin's Day.
See, that's my
I
issue
got
there. Is
pelted.
that you can't let something like that persist throughout your lifetime to the point where you're writing off a whole section of the culinary world that
Okay.
if you just
Okay, but wait.
worked a little bit
Welcome
to
to
get past
therapy.
it, you would get past it.
You are
But
the
you're
therapist.
assuming,
but he's the
wait, but
therapist.
you're
Hold on a
assuming that
second.
it's something.
Go ahead,
Jesus.
go
Okay,
ahead,
go ahead.
go
No, you
ahead.
go ahead.
No,
No, you were
Tommy.
talking first. I love you, Mike.
Go ahead.
I know what Tommy's
Okay.
going to say, but go ahead because I've
Go ahead.
already
No, I
gone.
wanna
I'm
hear
going to
it.
say you're assuming that there is some sort of like, psychological snap that happened
Oh,
in childhood or
absolutely.
something.
Absolutely.
I do not
100%.
like beets. I can't eat beets. I don't
Oh,
like
they're
beets.
del-
I don't
they're
like
delicious.
the flavor of beets. I don't
Oh.
like them.
You're crazy.
Balsamic vinegar.
I'm not
Forget about it.
crazy. I just
you're
don't like.
crazy.
Some
Yeah,
people
I think
just
you are
don't
nuts.
like certain foods.
No,
Like,
but
they
that doesn't
don't
make
like the
any
taste.
sense,
They don't like
actually.
the.
If
Some
you
people
break
don't
that
like
down,
cilantro. Some people don't like chocolate. Some people don't like peanut
beets,
butter.
I don't think cilantro is a special case where apparently
'Cause of
there's some
tongue.
sort of
Yeah.
genetic thing.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the case with beets.
You see,
I
so
think
you think
you had
something happened to
beets.
me as a kid?
So you had beets, or that you had beets 3 times in a row, just by
was beaten
chance,
with a
where they
beet.
weren't that great. And
I
then
just don't like foods that
made
taste
it,
like
you
dirt.
made this thing in your head.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
I think some people just
I
don't
like
like stuff. I
everything.
don't think it.
Well,
I think
see-
it could be like, oh, this casserole reminds me of like my mom slapping me in the face or something.
Yeah,
Like, it
that's
reminds
not-
me of like the
Well, anyway,
depression of childhood.
He
or
goes,
something.
he goes, I'm not good with pork chops. And I say, well,
That's not
listen,
a fair response.
The way I make
That's
a pork
not a good
chop.
response.
Well, a lot of people, my mom made pork chops when I was a kid. I didn't like them. They were thin. They were cooked to oblivion.
Yeah.
Right? They're just dry pieces of leather
They push
that,
down on them
that I
with a-
had to
they
eat. And
push
I'd have
down
to
on them with a
douse them when we were
spatula.
out of A1, and I couldn't do anything about it.
A1 was
Right?
great.
And you just had to choke it
Yeah.
down. Right? But I would have said back then, I don't like pork chops because that was what a pork chop was to me.
Yeah.
So I said to
Mhm.
the guy, I said, listen, I make the double cut and I very slightly under. It's a little pink. It's very juicy. You're not, believe me, just come over for pork chops. It's fine.
Mhm.
Trust me. And he's
Okay.
like, that's not it. It's not that I don't think you're going to do it well. It's that he's blocked. He cannot enjoy a pork chop.
And he
can't
stays
do
off
it.
that. He stays off the list on that day. Then.
And that's his problem.
Yeah, it
He
shouldn't
should get
affect
over
your-
that problem.
shouldn't affect
That's not
your
my
dinner.
problem. And so he eats the cat, and then I go, "What about the cassoulet?" In the cassoulet was little bits of pork sausage, and there was a little pork shoulder in there too. There was little chunks of it, and there's a very hearty country type dish. And he goes, "I kind of ate around those." And then I got mad. I'm like, "I'm not making cassoulet for people who come over and have to work around things.
I kind of
Right.
get what he's saying.
I'm
here,
not
Tom.
doing that." Like I told him, like, "You're not coming over for dinner anymore."
Okay, I got something else to say. Pork seems a little strange to me because it is not like there's no overpowering flavor to pork. There's no it's
Yeah,
very
it's a
much
bullshit.
dependent on
And
how
there are
it's
many
presented,
different
how it's
flavors.
prepared.
Right.
Exactly.
But okay, something like liver.
Okay.
Liver
Liver
there are
just
two foods I
tastes
don't
good.
like: beets
Yeah.
and liver.
That's a very
liver's
good
got a
point.
very strong,
No.
strange
But
taste.
not all livers, though.
I keep trying it, thinking this looks good. It looks like it should be good, and then I try it. I'm like, nope, I was right. I do not like liver.
We tried
but
it
I'll
at,
like a nice pate or something.
Beef
See,
liver is
pate
horrible.
can be good.
It's just
See,
bad. I'm sorry.
But even at
Nobody eats it.
You ordered the pate at when we went to Longman
And that was
Eagle.
great.
I didn't
Yes.
like it. I don't like it.
Oh, you
I
didn't?
don't like any
Oh, okay.
taste of any liver. It makes me.
Well,
far
I
from
like
me.
chicken
Makes
liver.
me.
Chicken liver's pretty good.
Yeah.
Goose liver, chicken
But
liver.
back to the point.
foie
But back
gras.
to the. I mean, Tom, you're fine with beets. If you don't, not everybody likes beets. But
Beets is
thank you, Mike.
maybe a borderline case because they
Yeah,
are a little
I
earthy.
love them.
But
I
if you don't
absolutely
like beets,
little
you're kind
earthy.
of stuck not liking a lot of things based on those grounds.
Yeah. And then you got
Beets
like
have
what?
sugar in them that balance the bitterness a little.
sugar beets.
Okay.
And depending on which beets you get, if you could get a red beet, which is very, very high in sugar,
Or yellow.
or you could get the Chioggia or the yellow beets, which are going to
Golden
be
beets.
a different flavor. To say you don't like beets is a very weird. I got a friend who says doesn't like cheese. I said that's preposterous.
That's weird.
because
That's weird.
there's a constellation of cheeses.
Right.
I already used.
I
that
will
word
say in my
today.
own defense, like with the liver, I do keep trying beets. I kind of avoid them, but I'm like,
good,
okay,
good.
there's beets. Our friend
I
Mike
commend you for
Rebecca,
keeping
she
trying.
made some grilled beets, and they were delicious.
There
So
you
like,
go.
there's
So maybe you
there's-
don't not like
there's
beets.
hope.
Maybe you don't like beets with certain preparations and certain beets.
I think in their purest form, I don't like them.
I feel
Like, if
this
you
way
just
about
like,
eggplant. I like it, But there are many times
Sure.
where I'm like, I don't like what they did with this
No,
eggplant.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
If it-
because,
okay.
but it's not because eggplants are bad. Because again, you got to think about how many things we don't eat.
Mhm.
Everything we eat has already been tested by people,
Right.
and it's
Wow.
already been very, very put through the ringer, and it made it through.
I
Except
have a
for,
new wrinkle.
I agree with you on the cow liver, by the way. It's gross.
Yeah. Okay, but what about this?
Hoisted by
I
the
like
card.
hamburgers
Who doesn't?
and I like lettuce.
I like cheeseburgers.
I do not like I do I got nothing in like it. I do not like lettuce on a hamburger.
That's
I actively
That's
avoid it.
That's just a weird. That's a different choice. It's like a choice thing. You go over to
condiments is
somebody's
fine.
house and they made.
I don't like the
hamburgers.
flavor of it. The lettuce
flavor.
tastes weird on a hamburger.
Oh, it's
And
fine.
the
Doesn't
consistency
have any
is weird.
flavor at all.
But
I
I think
it
it's the
gains some
texture.
sort of weird flavor.
I think it's texture.
It's
Yeah.
partly that, yeah.
If it-
But I
if-
think it's also
if
flavor.
It's
you
different
wait
to say
too
I
long-
don't like this on this. That's different. You know, I don't like
Mhm.
peanut butter on my hamburgers either.
If
Oh,
you
you
wait
don't?
too long
Butter
for
makes
the
it go down.
lettuce on anything that's hot, like hot lettuce makes you want to vomit.
Yeah, hot
That's kind of
lettuce.
what I think. Yeah, that's what you get when you're on a hamburger. You got to get
No,
a hot.
it's-
Well, first
when
it was
unless
the
it's the
flavor, now
McDLT.
it's the hot.
No, but it's in the moment is fine. But if it sits there for a long time and it gets soggy
Yeah, you
and it
can't have
gets
that.
you can't do that. That's
I
what
don't.
Yeah.
I don't. I love hamburgers. I
Oh,
particularly
no.
if I have my perfect hamburger, it's not gonna. It doesn't have lettuce on it.
There you go. See,
Right. But we're
Freedom
not
of
talking
choice.
about that. We're talking about the
Okay.
person who has that food thing.
hmm
Yeah.
Anyone
I
with
have a
too
couple of
many
food
food
things,
things is a problem.
But back to the pork thing though. Like
Yeah.
they should just say I don't like meat. Because
Yeah, but they're
like you
not
said,
saying that.
but there's not any difference. Like if there was like
Exactly.
the fact that you're making a cassoulet, whether it's beef or pork, where you have chunks in it,
Yeah,
it doesn't affect anybody who's a
that's
meat
right.
eater.
That's right. His idea. He has an idea that he doesn't like something that he hasn't gotten past in life.
I'm
And you need to
gonna
get past
say,
that.
yeah, and he shouldn't be because you have a very high standard for when you have people over and you cook. Dan
Yeah.
has a very high standard from himself on how he's preparing the food.
Mhm.
And then the people that
Dog
come over
food.
are going to enjoy that. For him to say, "Well, I just don't do well with pork chops." Well, fuck
Yeah,
you.
I'm
then.
just like I don't
You know
want
what?
people like
This isn't
that
your
over at
place
my
then.
house. It's fine.
Yeah.
I like the guy. He can
No,
come over
fuck
for
him.
drinks.
Fuck him.
It
'cause
has
then-
nothing to do with that. It has
Then all
tell
of a
him I hate
sudden
him.
it's going to be about the bourbon. Well, I don't
And then
do too
I,
well
and you
with
know,
this.
when I
Get
do
the
that, it's,
fuck
I'm
outta
an
here.
asshole. You know, they were looking at me like I was the giant asshole, and I am a giant asshole. And they were
Sure.
looking at me like I was an asshole about this. But
Mhm.
I think they're not thinking it through what I'm saying. I don't
You know
think
what?
they
It's-
realize what I'm saying.
I think that
They
brand
think
of,
I'm just giving him a hard time for having a preference, which is not what I'm saying.
that brand of asshole is like, okay, it needs to be preserved because it's like a dying language. It is.
Yeah.
It's like
That
it's
brand
like
of
it's
asshole.
it's like telling the stories of your village where your family grew up.
Exactly. It's an oral
Right.
history.
If you don't keep the oral history going, it
It's
dies
asshole
out.
history.
Yeah, it's
Right.
not even history. It's like we need these people in society to say, you know what? No, I'm not going to accept the fact that it's almost like you're becoming too woke when it becomes to food. It's like, oh, you know,
He made it a
no, it's
woke
like,
thing.
yeah, it's
Uh-oh.
like, well, you know what? Just get over it. It's a fucking piece of meat.
Get over
Fucking
it.
eat it. Doesn't
If you think
matter
about
if
it,
it's-
an
he's either here
asshole
nor
is
there.
often just somebody who comes at a very right angle to something that somebody else is doing. It's like, you know,
mean by that?
but he could be right. Like, you know, like you're saying, like this guy here
Yeah,
doesn't like
exactly.
pork,
Mm-hmm.
but no, here comes Dan at a right angle saying, no, you're wrong for not liking pork. Your opinion is wrong.
Mm.
And in fact, you, Dan, are right, but you seem like an asshole because you're coming at such a
Yes.
hard collision
And
with him.
again, you know, let me just say, okay, I mean, that's very close, except for I wouldn't say that you're not allowed to not like pork. My
Right.
whole thing was, I'm not having you back over for dinner if this
Right.
is the kind of person I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
Right. Peace
That's
and
all
love,
it is. You
but
go
no,
ahead and
this isn't
not
working
like
out.
pork, but you're
Yeah.
part of a world that doesn't. You're just not into food.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't want to
Yeah.
be into. You're not. You know, I wouldn't invite you over to look at my stamps if you weren't into stamp collecting.
Yeah.
It just
Right.
and the tomatoes is the one that gets me too. Everybody's like, I don't like tomatoes, and you know why they don't like tomatoes. I know why they don't like them because
Wait,
they
why don't
had
they like
the one that
tomatoes?
was flavorless and watery and weird,
And
Oh,
texture,
sure.
the
a kid.
texture was messed up.
Yeah.
and they don't. They've not. Therefore, they've blocked themselves out from enjoying this wonderful world of tomatoes.
It's-
But then do you hit them with like, oh, do you like ketchup? Do you like tomato sauce?
I don't
do you
do
like
that stuff.
No,
oh,
but
okay.
it's one thing. It's one thing if they say, "Hey, I can't eat tomatoes because it makes my stomach acidic. I can't.
Right,
do
my
it."
body
'Cause
reacts
a
to
lot
it.
of people
Yeah.
have a reaction
no
later in
problem
life
with
to it.
allergies
Yeah.
or reactions.
But
of
there's
course. That's a
pork.
different
Pork
story.
doesn't fall into that category.
And then
That's
you
just
don't
being
like
an
pork
asshole.
chops because you're like weird about it. I'm like, all right, well, I'm not making a pork chop for you because I make them very lovingly.
I'm
for
telling
people
you,
who-
I'm telling you, if food wokeness, there's something about this. There's some angle to this because
Stop.
it's the same thing. I'm going to look it up. You're going to hear about it tonight, Tom.
I will say that nobody has a problem as we're talking about this. Nobody has a problem with pork snorter house, of course.
Oh, of course
No,
not.
he's
Yeah.
actually his stock is rising because of this conversation.
Of course.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we've
We're
mentioned
in
his
his
name
camp.
1,000 times.
Everybody's thinking about pork now, and they're like, "Do I like pork? I'm going to try some pork again."
Nobody,
it's gonna-
Mark Campbell,
I'm sure he loves pork.
Robert Gresham,
Yeah. Well, now you're just saying that.
Captain America,
I understood that reference.
Pork Belly
Yeah.
Snorter House.
Sure.
That's everybody.
Dork supporter house.
A definitive list
Yeah.
of woke and non-woke foods.
Oh, stop it.
Apple, not woke.
Oh.
Avocado, woke. Avocado
I see what you're
smashed.
doing.
Avocado smashed, even woker. Bananas, not woke.
Avocado toast.
Baked beans, not woke. Beans not baked, very woke. Cheese, Colby at a
Colby.
I don't know. Yeah. So it's
American
cheese. So
cheese.
it's cheese, Colby, mild. I don't agree with any of this. Chickpeas.
Basically,
is,
anything you'd see at a barbecue is good.
Yeah.
Is not woke.
yeah.
Yeah.
Chocolate. Couscous is woke.
White
Okay.
chocolate, I'm sure, is woke.
This guy's kind of full of it. This guy's
Any of
bullshit.
your whole grains are going to be woke.
Yeah, you gotta process them
quinoa, barley, farro.
Mm-hmm.
They're all going to be.
Yeah.
They're all going to be woke. The grains.
Yeah.
Okay, Mike. So what?
Couscous.
You got your couscous. You already mentioned couscous.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's just do trivia.
Let's just do trivia.
This has
That's a great
been
idea.
going on forever.
This has been.
It's just way too long.
We just made everybody hungry with all our talk about tomatoes and pork.
Or
and beets.
they might have been put off their food because they're like, I don't like tomatoes, pork,
Yeah.
or beets.
Yeah,
Just one of those people that lives in a joyless world of not enjoying food. It's horrible.
that's sad.
It's
I
one.
mean,
You
there's
know
a
what I
lot
mean?
of food.
And
If
somebody,
you don't like a couple of things, you still love a
it's
lot of
okay.
other
Exactly.
things.
If someone's like, I don't like oysters. I love oysters myself on the half shell.
Me too.
Raw oysters. If somebody doesn't
I enjoyed
like
those with you in
I
San
wouldn't give
Francisco.
somebody a hard time for not liking something that's like
Texturally.
genuinely the texture
Texture's
is
tough,
very
yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
it is by its nature a little bit of a weird. I think they're missing out. But if, I wouldn't give
Delicious.
you a hard time for not liking it. But if you write off all of tomatoes, then I can't be dealing with you. I can't.
That is weird.
Yeah, all right. That's all I'm saying. Pork.
All right.
Pork bellies.
We're with you.
There was a
Porterhouse.
bad tomato joke when we were kids. It's
Oh.
very not. I remember hearing it in elementary school.
Uh-oh.
It's very,
What's this gonna be, Tom?
it's
I know,
very
I'm scared to
bad.
death.
It's very,
Scared.
All
Is
right,
it super
we'll be the judge.
racist or something?
no, I think it's got hookers. It's got a bowl
Ooh,
of,
good lord.
so I don't even, okay, here it is.
All right, well, you told us that it's bad.
Please tell
There's
the
a lot of
we have a
build-up
comedian.
tonight.
We have a comedian on here. I want to know from a comedian standpoint if this even makes sense. It's not my joke.
So far, it doesn't. No.
I remember hearing this around the it was I don't know. It was around the same time as the Johnny Deeper joke. Remember Johnny Deeper? Deeper Johnny Deeper.
I do remember
Yeah,
Johnny
yeah,
Deeper,
those
yes.
It's just stupid humor.
Milk, lemonade, etc.
But this one was a whole setup, and it took a little while. It's like, okay,
Oh
this,
God.
this guy goes to a guy goes to a whorehouse. That's
Get
how
right
it
to
starts.
it.
So imagine St. Regis school, elementary school, grade 5 or 6, right? We have ties on, and this is being
Yeah.
told in the playground.
Which water fountain are you next to?
Right.
Oh, okay.
The joke hasn't even started yet.
We used to go outside and we would play in this area that was near the high school football field that I went to.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm out there, yeah. So we'd break off into our different groups, and sometimes in the fall, this is actually a fun game we used to play. When the leaves would fall from the trees in the fall,
Yeah.
there'd be
Sure.
a group of us that would sit under the trees, and then as they would come down, we would fight each other to catch the leaves,
Oh, wow.
and whoever caught the most leaves before recess ended, you'd win.
Oh, fantastic.
So, anyways, so the joke is a man walks into a whorehouse, right?
Mhm.
You know, the madam of the house greets him and says, you know, what would you like? He's like, I don't know, show me what you got. So he sits down at a table, and she goes, I'll be back in a few minutes. There's a big high staircase because it's obviously one of these like grand foyer.
Maison derriere.
Yeah. It's like an old Southern, whatever.
Yeah.
So he sits down,
Where
nobody's
the
around.
curlers in your hairdo, where the extra arms on Vishnu, who put
We
the
just
spring in
learned this
Springfield.
Springfield. Oh, that's right. That was the big movement to save
Yeah.
the whorehouse. So he sits down.
Why, Joseph, I had no idea. Come on now, you are working here.
Is this how like when you're trying to tell a joke and people are heckling you? You can't get
I don't know.
through
It
it?
took wait, yeah, because if I take way
Get
too
off
long
the
to tell a
stage,
joke,
Di
this will
Maria.
happen. Yeah.
Well, I'm not on. This is okay. So
Dan and I will shut up.
she goes, "I'll be right back." He's in the room by himself, and he's looking around he's sitting at a coffee table in front of him. And there's a big bowl of tomatoes there. So he goes, "Oh, as
I
any
know what
he
yeah.
would do." Okay, he's heard it then, I think.
I
So
have.
he takes
I have
it,
not.
He takes it like an apple and he starts taking
Horrendous.
bites out of it. And he's like, "Oh, this is good."
Oh my God.
And then one woman comes down the stairs. She sees this and she screams and runs back upstairs.
Oh God.
And he's like, "What happened?" And she's like, "I don't know. I'll go get somebody else." And he takes another tomato and starts eating it.
There's so many things wrong with this joke. I don't even know where to begin.
But he knows this joke because he's heard it. It's a stupid joke and horrible. And then,
Okay. By all means,
then
keep
another
going.
woman comes down. She sees him, screams, runs upstairs. He's like, "What kind of place you running here? Like, why am I that offensive?" And the woman doesn't know what he's doing. She doesn't because she's not in the room. She goes, "I'll try somebody else." And the same thing on the third. Still eating these tomatoes. He's got all over his face and everything. And then then he goes again they're running away, and she's like, "What the hell are you doing?" He's like, "I'm just sitting here eating these tomatoes." He's like, "Sir, those aren't tomatoes. Those are last week's abortions."
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
It's the worst, horrifyingly sick. But in the
That really
19
doesn't
so
make a
much
ton
of
of
it
sense.
doesn't make any sense.
no, it doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense. But in the late 80s, this was like one of those, "Hey, want to hear a joke?
There was
Come
the
over
shock
here."
and surprise.
Third grade,
ending.
you'd be having a ball. Yeah.
I don't know why you would even. What I don't know what.
I would even repeat it.
What,
Actually,
they're
yeah, in
waiting
third
for
grade,
those-
I would be
they're
like-
waiting for the abortions to be picked up or something, or
They're
why do they put
displaying
them in
them.
a bowl in the coffee table? Why
And
would
they're
they do
all
that?
encapsulated
Yeah.
like a
And
tomato.
they're,
Yeah, they all
they're
have
indistinguishable
skins, yeah.
from tomatoes. Maybe they're delicious.
And they taste like tomatoes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked him. The guy was on
You know
board.
what? I don't like tomatoes anymore.
If you're sitting through this joke in third grade, you're like, "Oh, you're in a cat house. There's horrors and everything." Oh, there's
Yeah,
gonna be
horrors.
like, "Oh, wait, the punchline is about eating abortions." I was hoping there'd be like boobs and butts and stuff. And
I
Butts.
pictured those in the background, Tom. I had them.
Yeah.
I
Kinda,
guess
I had a
so.
kind of
That's
scene
part of the
set in
wallpaper.
my head, so there was
As they were
boobs in
going
the
up and down
background.
the stairs.
Yeah, I was going down
Yeah,
the
boing,
stairs,
boing,
the big
boing.
Like a
stairway.
giant
What a
match.
tomato.
That's why Mike said there was a big stairway, so you'd picture the bouncing boobs when
I
they walk
appreciate that,
down.
Mike.
Because
That's
otherwise,
really good.
what is the big stairway? What does
Oh,
that have
yeah.
to do with anything?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, it gives them a chance to like see him eating the tomatoes. Maybe
You could tell that
before
joke
they get
in
down there. I don't know.
in
15
12 to
seconds.
15 seconds.
Yeah. You could be
Guy
in-
walks into a whorehouse, eats a bunch of
Okay,
abortions,
stop.
and leaves.
Make something up. Make something up.
Boom, boom, and
Ba-dum-bum.
Jackie would
Let's just
tell
go
that in
back to
5 seconds. Yeah.
woman's worried about the sides for opening.
But it's like
what?
it's like that scene. What movie is that with Chevy Chase where he's like in New Hampshire or something? And he's at
Funny Farm.
Funny Farm, and he's at the bar
Yeah.
and he's eating like these little. They look like meatballs,
Right.
and then what they
Oh,
call them
yeah.
like lamb fries or something like
Lamb
that, right?
fries.
Yeah.
And then he finds out they're testicles. It's like that kind of
Yeah.
thing.
I think
It's
once
like an
you're-
eating. It's like nobody can eat more than 50 of
Once
these.
you're
Like, watch
enjoying
me.
them,
Yeah.
26 actually to be.
I feel like once
Oh,
you're,
26
once you're
26
enjoying
was the
them, I
records.
feel like you're past it. You should be able to just keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
disturbed.
I mean, all
that,
food is gross and weird.
I'm disturbed that me bringing up oysters raised this in Mike's head. That was the connection.
Oh.
When I brought up the texture of an oyster, that's what made him think
No,
of this joke.
There was something else. There was
Oh.
something about a joke.
Well, there's
tomatoes.
tomatoes and stuff. Yeah.
But the greatest feeling though is when you're under that tree and you saw one of the leaves break free. Because you'd sit
Yeah.
there and you'd stare, and there'd be like 6 of you staring.
Oh.
And then as soon as it broke free, you'd just be pushing people to the ground and
Yeah.
going to grab the.
See, when you started telling that little moment, I was like, "Oh, these boys
Oh.
are laying on the ground, watching the beauty of fall, watching the leaves fall.
Hey, you wanna
and
hear a
just
joke?
tracking them or something." Anyway, somebody made a joke about trivia. Well, how
Oh,
did that
yeah.
go?
That's
There we
we can't do trivia again. We're gonna do one question.
No, we
Okay.
can do it. We can skip
No.
right through it. You can't just do one. You got to stay true.
We
to
could
the,
do one question
do one
because
card.
you
All
spent 8 minutes telling a
So,
joke about.
you
I mean,
tell-
it was horrific.
Dan is the trivia czar now.
Put me off
so
my
I think
beats.
He's got some.
Oh.
He's
Is he the
got some
doge
leeway
of?
here.
He's the doge of
We're
trivia
gonna-
now.
I didn't say that.
That is, I do kind of wanna. I'm the dope. Department of Podcast Efficiency.
There you go.
All right,
He's gonna start cutting.
I'm part of
chainsaw.
Yeah.
You're doing a great job.
and so we're
Two of
gonna
us
do
have got
one
to
trivia
go.
question now. We don't need
You're
any
killing
more.
it.
All
Who
right.
played
Yeah, you
Victoria Barkley in The Big Valley?
Well, that's.
Oh
blows
God!
me up.
Do I
Of
know
course,
that?
Tom's gonna know because he has a problem with anybody who hasn't seen every movie.
That's right. How do you fuckers not know that Barbara Stanwyck was probably the answer to that?
Wow, Barbara
Jesus
Stanwyck. He got it,
Christ.
and that was trivia.
I only know that was trivia. I only know that because Lee Majors was on that show, and so I would perk up when like commercials for those reruns would pop up.
The
I
only
love that.
Stanwyck.
Yeah, but I love when he says, "I only." This is sort of the opposite of what he was talking about. But he goes, "I only know that because of
this."
But then he just explains that he knows it. That's
Yeah.
But that's
the only
that's
reason I
why
know that is
anybody knows
because it's
anything,
information
because
that's
they
in my
know
head.
it.
That's like when Mike was going to make fun of me for like, oh, you just learned that.
Yeah,
It's
you
like,
just
oh,
learned
that's
that.
how you know stuff.
He goes, "Oh, that's not fair. You learned that and remembered it."
Yeah.
It's like, wait a minute.
Oh, I'm
I
retaining
did this
information.
with baseball
Look at me.
because I know all the World Series and everything. And my friend Connor is always going like, "Watch this, you guys," because it comes up and he goes, "Watch this, you guys," and he names a year, and I can conjure who won the World Series that year, and also who lost and how many games the World Series won.
Wow.
And he goes, you're insane. You're autistic. And I go, no, but I only know that because DiMaggio had joined the Yankees in 36, and I know that they won 4 straight World Series from 36 to 39. He's like, I'm just describing why I know something. It doesn't
That specific one, though.
but in my head I'm going, well, I'm not I don't have Asperger's. I only know it because of the story. But the fact that I've memorized all the stories doesn't
It's like
make
I
it
can
any
tell you
better.
what year certain movies came out throughout the 80s
Mhm.
or 70s or maybe 90s, just because of like, oh, that's the year I went to whatever, and then I saw Temple of Doom, or, there's a context. You got context in your
Yeah,
head.
and that is what knowing things is.
It is.
Oh, the
But
atomic
because it's-
number of
but because it's specific,
Californium. Oh, I only know that because I know
I
its
studied
position
it.
on the periodic table of elements. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
just-
I used to be able to do that with. I used to be able to do that with any drummer. I used to be able to know the stick that they used,
oh wow.
the symbols
Wow.
that they used, and the kit brand. And
Okay,
it could be. It
Gene
was.
Krupa.
It was. I don't know it anymore. But I'm saying it was
Like he
across.
doesn't know, he lost the knowledge.
Well, because I
Oh,
used to
that's
I used to stare at Modern Drummer magazine all the time, and I would
Okay.
watch MTV all the time, so I could know all the
Right.
glam metal drummers.
Oh.
But I knew the kind of the stick, not only the brand, it would be like ProMark 5A
Zildjian.
wood tip.
Oh, I see.
What kind of
it'd be like,
milk
no,
did the guy from Jay Skiles band use in his drums?
That was
2%.
actually that was either a 2% or skim because it was
Okay.
slightly translucent.
But that
It
was
was very
later.
thin.
That was later
Yeah.
because his doctor was like, "You got to stop with the whole milk
You gotta
on the drums."
because
You're getting it all
that's
over
so
the
funny.
centerfolds.
Mike doesn't know that anymore.
No, I lost it.
So
That's
it's
weird.
not really, the knowledge kind of just passed through you. You were just
Well,
a
it's 'cause
way
my
station for
interest-
knowledge, and then it went out the other ear.
No, it's because my interest was that I was always looking at. And I would look at the magazines and who had endorsements with what, and that's all. And I had nothing else to do with my life at that point when I was young. Nobody liked me, so this is around the time that I was up in with that tent and that M60 thing, picking people off on the stairs. Blah, 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 blah.
In his imagination, we should point out.
No,
Mike doesn't have a history of violence.
no, it was
yeah.
all play and
And he didn't keep it up, so yeah, it went away.
And then I had that
Wow,
big
that
soccer
happens.
ball. I told you that big soccer ball that I put all the toys in.
Oh yeah.
That sometimes that would be like my bomb shelter if they were coming up the stairs too fast and I couldn't pick them off. I would jump in that thing and put the top on it. Same funny parallel. That's the same place I would hide when my parents would fight. Okay, let's go now. We done?
I think
Can
we all
leave
see
now?
what's
I
happening
gotta
here.
go
Yeah,
to
we're all
this.
done. We can
Call my
leave now. We've
therapist
already
now.
thanked everybody. They're all beautiful people. They know who they are. They heard their names earlier in the show. I want to thank Mike and I want to thank Dan and
you say
myself.
Mark
I
Campbell?
think we all did a great job.
We
I'm sure
did.
Oh, we did. We
Right.
said Mark. Did
did.
we say Matt Carson?
We
I forget if we said
we
Matt
might
Carson.
not have said Matt Carson.
If we didn't, we have now. Thank you all. Thank you all for listening.
If your name was called later in the thing, send us some more money. We'll say it earlier.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
Tom, I'll send you
that should be the thing. Yeah.
I'll see
we
you
work it
to-
into the show better when you.
Look at that point. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
That's
That's a good point.
I'll see you in a couple hours, right?
That's right. Mike and
time
I
are-
are dining tonight.
What time are we meeting?
Oh, you
We're meeting
are?
at 7:00. Yeah.
Oh,
So
my
everyone,
Lord.
get in the
Who's his
Wayback
birthday?
Machine. Meet us about 2
Oh,
weeks
it's
ago.
Tom's
at the-
birthday. Happy
Do we have
It was my birthday
reservations?
this week. We
Did
do
you
have
make-
reservations.
Yeah, because it's a
yes.
busy place. 7? Let me write it down in
It's
my
under
book.
the name Jack Mayhofer.
Jack Mayhofer.
Have you ever been there before?
A long time ago,
Yeah,
but
it's
I'm
a good
excited
place.
about it.
I
Yeah.
took,
Which place?
Elwood's.
Elwood's.
It's like a lodge.
Maybe
It's like a
Elwood's.
lodge.
5
place.
fried
Like
chickens.
It's like a hodgepodge lodge. Like a woody.
It's like a lodge type place, but it's
I
like a
love
supper
that.
club almost. It's got
I
like
love
steaks
that.
and mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Chicago
I'm
is
excited.
so nice.
Yeah. But that's
It
out by me.
really
It's
is.
like in Niles.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. The whole place.
The
All
whole
of
the whole
Chicagoland.
place is better. There's nothing like that here.
So everybody meet Mike and I a few weeks ago at Elwood's thing.
Oh, that's right. We
and,
shouldn't. They're not gonna. We'll be gone by
yeah,
then.
I hate
Yeah,
Tom
we'll be long gone. In and out.
Yeah.
Anyway, come back next
show
week.
you in and out.
We'll talk about minute 90 or something
Real
of
savage.
Trading Places here on the Trading Places Minute with pork and tomatoes and oysters.
The old
Ew.
in out, real savage.
It was a stone groove, my man. You are the most righteous.
Yeah, right. Just get the fuck out, man. Let's go. Shit.